You.
So, Prussia, how does it feel to be rejected by Hungary?
Why are all of these so negative?
You were rejected by Hungary?
For Austria.
Which time?
All of them.
So the first time it was not surprising. I mean, we were young nations fighting crusades. We were gone a lot of the time.
Wait, was this before or after you found that she was a girl?
Both. But over time it's kind of become like a stone in a river. It slowly gets softer and softer, so that blade that is in my heart is kind of dulled away now.
Either that or Austria just...
So sad.
I'm beginning to think Austria simply broke her, and that's why it's becoming easier for you to flirt with her.
Or because she can't threaten to take my land away now.
There's that!
That's because you have no land.
Shut up, that was implied!
You haven't been called on in a while.
America, approximately how many hamburgers have you eaten in your lifetime?
All these questions about hamburgers.
He doesn't keep count. Bigger than his dad.
I know.
20, I gotta say.
Get your feet off the table.
Take it this
You
way.
better man us
More
than
than he
that.
has dollars in debt.
So it's growing exponentially every second?
Yes.
Kinda.
Phantom hamburgers.
Until he comes to the house.
Yes.
Hello, Toff.
Hello!
Oh my. What a beautiful dress you're wearing. You're very welcome.
Anyway,
I like colours, so sue me. You.
Am I beautiful too?
Yes. Yay! That was a short one. Next. You.
What would you do if you got hit by a ricochet puppy?
A ricochet. I would catch it and then adopt it.
It's a ricocheted puppy.
Like you never catch.
okay.
You back there.
This question is for Romano and Italy. What is the story behind the curls in your hair?
Sorry, he's an uneducated Italian. I apologize.
Look it up online.
Haven't they always been there?
Handy.
Yes, and let me tell you a story.
Oh, this is about
Hereditary.
Listen for this one right here.
Every single nation has a girl. It's a bit of a.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Nope. See. Now, see here. Not all of them are special, right? I understand ours is. Some aren't. Like Mary Azelle and Canada's up there does nothing. There's other parts of that do that, but we do not. Even if you cut it, another one will take its place. It's, again, a differentiating part to make us a little bit easier to spot amongst humans. The side effects are... moving on. I can't say.
Wait, they do things?
You stop this right now.
That's the thing. We can't do it to ourselves, so...
Romano, you stop.
So you can.
Romano, you stop.
I am stopping. I'm stopping.
Stay for this one.
Okay, enough questioning. This is over. Moving on.
Quote.
We'll be here forever.
Excellent, yeah. Let's see. Well, if we're talking about the news itself, I do like rigatoni. It's good. I like the bow tie pastas. Those can practically go with anything. Go with like, I know there's this American dish called mac and cheese, but if you like make it a little differently, it's really nice.
Mac and cheese is good.
Mac and cheese, I think, is a uniquely American dish.
I know, I learned it when I was over to his place for a long while, but it's really good.
I think it's the closest thing we have in Europe is Spätzle. Of course. Yes.
Prussia, how did you meet Gilbert?
How did I meet you? He came to me, I believe I was a young knight. It was after a battle. We kicked ass, by the way. And
Like you fell
I heard a
through the
little
river.
tick, 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 tick. And I was curious, and I found this little bird. His nest had flown away or something, or got trampled. I don't know, it wasn't my horse. And I found this little bird and I've had him ever since. Well, chickens ever since. Continue. I didn't kill his family. I didn't.
Well, dear, that's what war is. It's casualties that don't belong there.
Sorry, Gilbert.
That's why war is worse than hell. Even the innocent die.
Anyway.
Face down there.
Fine, a happy
A new
answer.
face?
He came to me. He was sent to me from above. He's been my friend ever since. That's crazy.
Hey, China, do you ever feel better than the other countries because you're just as old as them, but you're able to move on?
He's barely able to get out of bed.
You come to my house! No, I am very young. I can do the Tai Chi. Tai Chi. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I thought we were at Attica's house.
Oh, sit down.
But yes, I do feel better.
Goodness. Okay, new hands. I want to see some new hands.
faces, please.
You in the back.
So, you're forgetting about the land that you owned from East Germany and Cuba that Hungary could still take away from you.
I want to forget all of that time in my life.
Get new faces, please.
I don't blame you. Well, if we're gonna have the same. Oh, you in the back.
Hello.
Hello.
I just got here, so I don't know if Canada's been asking any questions about Canada. How do you cope with everybody just randomly ignoring you? How do you get their attention?
Well, usually I don't mind it that much. If I ever do anything wrong, I can just say that he did it.
I like this guy.
Yes.
England, do you ship anything?
Well, yes, I have a whole armada.
I mean, do you ship
Actually, I had an enormous armada, and I sunk all of Spain's ships with it. Oh, I set sail. I was actually quite the sailor once upon a time. I had so many ships, you couldn't see.
England!
It was like
England! It's a Japanese term for pairing people romantically.
Matchmaking.
Yes. Oh, of course I matchmake. I have 2 sons, don't I? Well, I have to arrange your futures one way or another.
Arrange my own future.
You're not old enough, are you mad?
Adult.
Leave Canada alone, stop picking on him.
He lived in my house until, what, 1980? He's too young. I'll figure something out. I mean, there was that very cute Netherlands fellow. He had a thing for him. And then there was that adorable young, older Ukraine. She would be a good match for him. And then you two are friends, aren't you? But that friendship is not always good grounds for, romance.
Why are you trying to make their marriage life when you can't even handle your own marriage life?
Considering who that came from, I'm shocked, you hypocrite.
I am this by choice.
No, you're out of that by necessity, and you're covering up. Denial doesn't become you. Leave it to Egypt. He's knee deep in the river, denial. Okay, moving on.
Thank you.
Any new hands?
New faces, please.
Yes, to that.
Romano. I walked in earlier and it seemed like they were talking about your curl. If it gets cut off and then one takes its place, what happens if you're holding head shape? What happens then?
He looks awkward.
It's easy, and I wait for it to grow back, and whatever is the first longest one, it just takes its place.
That was simple.
Yeah, it's logic.
You.
Prussia, do you have like a connection with Sealand because you're both technically not countries?
Wait, because you're both not technically not.
My God. Does that make them a non-nation?
Well, I have an answer for that. They're both broke. It's a joke.
You're racy.
Play some hockey, Prussia.
You need the comfort plush?
Comfort plush? Comfort plush. Did they, bud?
That was his ass. He's a kid. I mean, he needs a better parent figure.
We're just gonna sweet him now, so.
He's a sweet kid. He likes chocolate. I like that. He's annoying as all heck, though.
Sophie.
So this is gonna seem like an odd question, but like after everything you've been through, how is your eyesight by any chance?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Me?
Yes.
My eyesight is fine. I can. You're holding up 2 and you're half of your thumb.
Oh, okay.
England.
My eyes are just fine.
How much is this?
My eyesight's shit.
That's a very rude gesture. Put your hand down before I break your fingers.
That's not a rude gesture.
That's 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
How about this? How many am I holding?
That's the devil horns, and if you really want to do that, I can take you to Norway. We can have a kicking party.
You're not even. He's avoiding the question.
But my eyesight is just fine. I still do.
Your eyesight is so good. How come you keep getting us mixed up, huh?
Maybe he's just
What you do right now?
Well, there's actually a very simple answer to that.
He doesn't get it.
Next question.
Hey, England! I got one more eyesight test. I promise it'll be the last one.
Uh-huh.
Can you see this?
What is it?
Next question, please.
What have you got hit with ricochet up?
What was that?
What have you got hit with ricochet up?
What the heck is a ricochet puppy? Dodged it, duh.
That's the right answer. You. Wait, it was the one next to you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
I don't care who answers this, but what's your favorite anime?
China.
China.
Japan has introduced me to many anime and manga. I'm trying to. Ranma! Huff! The panda!
I know what Canada's is. It's Naruto because he's a weeb. Weeb.
Does walk fu count?
At least I'm good at my hobbies.
Your hobby is running like this.
It makes you go faster.
It does. Well, I didn't know. Learn something every day.
In the back.
England? I don't exactly know if the others can see it, but is Mint Bunny in the room?
Of course.
The what?
Oh god.
Right behind your head.
No, you
Well, to be fair, you just stepped into, Jack the Ripper's ghost, so you might want to just, yes, go into the corner, dear, you'll be fine.
There's ghosts in here?
Yes, there is.
Don't scare the child.
Don't be scared, kids. You're gonna end up like him.
Moving on. Flower crown. Yes, you.
England, who do you prefer more, Sealand or America?
Sealand.
Even though he sold himself to the Nordics to get away from you.
At least Sealand accepts my Christmas presents. This one sends them back to me every year.
Hey, he said, hey, you didn't want to gift. You asked me for a gift, so I sent it right back.
No, that is the cheapest thing I've ever heard. No wonder you're in so much debt. It takes good credit to build credit, young man. Mabel.
Prussia, how awesome are you exactly?
Oh,
no, not this again.
There's a graph.
So here's a bell curve. Most people are people are usually at a range, right? Super freaking lame and super freaking cool. Now, as with most bell curves, the most common what do you think? The most awesome one here. Don't you dare. Yes, the awesomest.
Well, actually, I know exactly where he is.
La 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 la. I'm not going to look. It says 6 feet under. I've only been buried alive twice.
You come into my house and you use these outdated memes. What did I do to deserve this? I don't want my life to Jesus Christ.
Decide whose house this is.
It is so confusing.
We only have time for a few more questions, so make sure you've got some good ones. You.
Have you ever heard of, or England, have you ever heard of a creature called Austria?
Yes, I have. Of course I have. He's a, that's French for dream reaper, I think. There was the Faucherev.
There's a new face back there.
Just keep. Yes, I realize. I'm still answering my question.
I was
thank
making
you.
sure you could see.
I'm not blind. I don't need glasses like you. Now, I think he's gone for the moment, but keep an eye on your mirrors, ladies and gents, because if it smiles back and you didn't, you have a deep problem.
If I may put in my 2 cents. It's a really nice day.
Be careful. Be careful. Don't just shush. Breathe. Breathe.
Just know he's a really big liar. Jesus.
You in the back of the flower crown of
If you
thorns.
had to take back any of your colonies, which one would it be?
Who?
You.
Oh, me. You need to address who you're talking to. Because there's several people who have had colonies here. Well, if I had to take one back, I would have to just see who wanted to go back. Because in the end, most of them are adults outside of New Zealand. And I can't just steal any of them away. They'd have to come back to me as an adult now.
Like that stopped you with America.
He tried to invade Canada. I had to do something.
Even when he was a baby in the field?
Well, in that case, okay, so the Dutch basically went, "Hello there, Sweden and Finland. I see these colonies you have there. Get out." And then he couldn't actually make it because he couldn't farm with crap. And so I came in before this little child here starved to death. Well, this one here, well, you were fine. You were fine. Because France had a decent colony with you by that point. In the end, I didn't exactly steal you. I saved you. Because your actual parents didn't come back for you.
Anyway,
Sounds like
let's move on to the next
Germania.
question. We don't have much time left.
What about you?
Yes.
What?
Talk to me.
Yes, you.
Canada. Is it true that you have your entire house stacked and filled and you hoard Kraft macaroni and cheese?
Well, not my house that I live in because that would be impractical, but I do have a shed for them.
Nate?
Okay, we have room for 2 more questions.
That one in the cloak hasn't really gone that much.
Gluck.
Earlier, Nepeta asked you about shipping. China. Do you find it weird that people ship you with Russia in a high there and relationship?
Really?
He's in a love relationship. So how do you feel about that?
The relationship with him was always strained.
We somewhat get along. He sometimes is like, oh, you all come around and I can just come over to your house whenever, but he is mostly good-natured as a child because he is like a small little ceiling but in big huge body. He's always like, ah! And he does seem to like panda. I do have a set of clothes for him that I bring over, so, but I don't, about the but if it comes down to it, I will consider it. I will consider it.
Fukawa hasn't gone yet.
What?
Fukawa hasn't gone yet.
American Pressure, how are things going in the Awesome Trio?
Amazing. Denmark's been a bit absorbed with Eurovision. But I think he's doing well. We're doing well.
It's basically like a big singing party.
Oh, that sounds like fun!
It's wild.
It's terrifying. It
It's
is.
the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, that's Christmas.
I don't know, man.
Sophie.
Okay, this is for you and Romano. What do you think of your 2 Ps?
He's an embarrassment. I mean, look at his outfit.
Well, I've only met him once. He decided to float up on the River Thames, and he didn't drown, oddly enough. I hate him. I hate him. You know why? Because he's so self-absorbed. He won't let you get a word in, just like me. I now realize what it's like to hang out with myself.
So you hate him because he's like you?
Exactly. I'm going to go drink.
Destroy your drinks.
I can do a perfect impression of him though, because that's the first thing it's his voice. My goodness! I'm absolutely dear, trust me. You just try this cupcake, but I poisoned him to human blood. Shut up!
I got to meet him once, and he's basically the amalgamation of that feeling you get when you eat too much candy and there's just sweet, acidic bile in your throat. That's basically what it is.
Perfect! Well, we have room for just
one more.
One more, and it's going to go to the back.
Hello.
England.
What?
It's two different questions. England, how do you feel about France? And Italy, how do you feel about Germany?
That is 2 questions.
Yes, I know.
All right, let's sum it up in a single word. I'm assuming you mean HRE.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
As Japans would say, daisuki. And me? Begrudging.
Continue.
Well, it's... Okay, what is that Facebook thing? Complicated.
It's complicated.
Thank you for attending. It's been absolutely